Almost every night, police in this Moscow precinct have to break up a domestic dispute. After questioning a battered woman, the police arrest her drunken husband who resists. He's later charged with wife beating. On this night, the weather is terrible, so police are slow to respond to the next call. But they wind up making a big arrest. Moscow police have been looking for these thieves for 7 months. Detective Vyacheslav Kotek says that Moscow residents are getting poorer and angrier. Crime in every category is up. Beatings, break-ins, and murder. Before, thieves like this 29-year-old would steal stereos. Now, most want cash and are willing to beat or kill to get it. Under the old communist regime, police were feared so much that very few officers carried guns. Now, almost all carry weapons. Many who never fired a gun before often get into situations where they have to shoot. Officer Sergei Zhostov, barely 3 months on the job, has used his gun 4 times already. He says he has never felt so much tension in his life. Fighting crime is taking its toll on the police in this precinct. An officer usually works the evening shift when crime is at its peak. The take-home pay is about $18 a month. Here, police look at enough stolen cash to pay an officer's salary for 5 years. Precinct Chief Vladimir Bazarov complains about poor morale among his staff and an unconcerned public. Equipment is so old and funding so bad, Bazarov says he sometimes has trouble detaining suspects because the locks break. Despite day-to-day difficulties these officers face, visiting American criminologists admire the dedication of the Moscow police force.
They're able to spend many, many more hours on a case. Their reports are more voluminous. The equipment's older, and oftentimes it appears awkward to us because it's large and bulky, but it gets the job done.
Many of Moscow's overworked and underpaid cops say getting the job done will soon be impossible under present conditions. The police call it nothing less than a breakdown in law and order. The skyrocketing crime rate has many officials yearning for the old days when society was well disciplined. Neil Lundy, Global News, Moscow.